The wanderer stood on a weathered highway overpass, the wind whistling a mournful tune through the rusted skeletons of cars below. Dust devils danced across the cracked asphalt, a testament to the sun's relentless reign over this scorched earth. This was home now, a desolate tapestry woven from the ashes of a forgotten world. The world ended not with a bang, but a slow, agonizing whimper, choked by the suffocating grip of nuclear fallout. Gone were the vibrant cities, the bustling metropolises, replaced by silent ruins haunted by the ghosts of yesterday. The wanderer, a solitary figure clad in worn leather and carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, scanned the horizon. Their eyes, hardened by years of struggle and loss, held a flicker of resilience, a spark that refused to be extinguished. Survival was a brutal ballet in this wasteland, a constant dance with death. Every sunrise was a victory, every sunset a reminder of the fragility of life. But the wanderer was no ordinary survivor. They were a warrior forged in the fires of tribulation, their spirit tempered by countless battles against raiders, mutants, and the unforgiving environment itself. They had witnessed humanity at its worst, a maelstrom of cruelty and desperation. Yet somewhere deep within that hardened shell, a flicker of hope remained, a belief that perhaps someday this broken world could be rebuilt. The wind carried the scent of rain, a rare and precious gift in this parched land. The wanderer, their face etched with the harsh beauty of the wasteland, took a deep breath. Hope, however faint, was a precious commodity. It fueled their steps, urging them onward into the vast and unforgiving unknown. The wasteland held countless dangers, but it also held the faintest glimmer of a new beginning, and the wanderer, ever vigilant, ever determined, would face them all. The wasteland was a chaotic sea of suffering and strife, yet even in this shattered world, pockets of order remained, clinging to the wreckage of the old world like fragile life rafts. Two factions, the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel, stood as beacons of civilization, albeit ones with vastly different visions for the future. The Enclave, remnants of the pre-war government, believed themselves to be the rightful heirs to this shattered world. Clad in advanced power armor and armed with technology salvaged from the old world, they sought to establish a new order, one built on their own rigid ideals of purity and strength.
We are the last bastion of the old world. Our mission is to restore order, to bring back the glory that was lost.
The Brotherhood, on the other hand, were a more pragmatic lot. Dour warriors clad in salvaged power armor, they saw themselves as guardians of knowledge, protectors of the remaining technology from the old world. Their mission was not to rule, but to preserve, to ensure that the mistakes of the past would not be repeated.
Our duty is to safeguard the remnants of our past, to learn from it and to make sure we do not repeat the same mistakes.
They maintained a vast network of bunkers and outposts, their patrols a familiar sight in the wasteland, their presence a double-edged sword. They offered protection to those who pledged their loyalty, but their adherence to their own strict code of conduct could sometimes seem as unforgiving as the wasteland itself. The wanderer had encountered both factions in their travels. They had seen the Enclave's ruthlessness firsthand, their cold efficiency in eliminating those they deemed unfit for their new world. They had witnessed the Brotherhood's rigid adherence to their code, their unwavering dedication to their mission, even when it meant making difficult, sometimes heartbreaking choices. Both factions offered the promise of order, of stability in a world consumed by chaos. Yet both also represented a dangerous potential for tyranny, a future where the mistakes of the past were simply repeated under a different banner. The wanderer, caught between these two opposing forces, felt a growing unease. Their heart longed for peace, for a world free from the constant struggle for survival. But could either of these factions truly offer that? Or would their quest for order ultimately lead to more suffering, more bloodshed? The wanderer, burdened by the weight of this impossible decision, pressed onward, their path uncertain, their heart heavy with the knowledge that the future of this broken world might very well rest on their shoulders. The wasteland was a lonely place, a vast expanse of silence broken only by the howl of the wind and the distant cries of mutated creatures. But the wanderer was not alone. By their side journeyed a loyal band of companions, each as different and as weathered by the wasteland as the next. Rex, a hulking German shepherd with fur the color of storm clouds and eyes that gleamed with unwavering loyalty, was the first to join the wanderer's side. Found as a whimpering pup amidst the ruins of a long-forgotten town, Rex had grown into a fierce protector, his senses keen, his loyalty to the wanderer absolute. Then there was Marcus, a grizzled mercenary with a past shrouded in mystery and a tongue as sharp as his well-worn combat knife. He had seen his fair share of battles, fought for countless causes, most of which he'd rather forget.
Even a grizzled old merc like myself needs a good apocalypse to liven things up.
His cynicism was a shield, a defense mechanism against the horrors he had witnessed. But beneath that gruff exterior beat the heart of a survivor, a man who, despite everything, still clung to a flicker of hope for a better tomorrow. And finally, there was Bolt, a battered Securitron robot with a rusted chassis and a personality as quirky as his mismatched circuitry. A relic of the old world, salvaged from a crumbling casino vault, Bolt had somehow retained his pre-war programming, albeit with a few interesting glitches.
Error 404, optimism not found. Just kidding, let's get moving.
He was a constant source of amusement and frustration, spouting outdated jokes, malfunctioning at the worst possible moments, and occasionally bursting into fits of existential angst. Yet, despite his eccentricities, Bolt was a loyal companion, his rusty actuators whirring with determination as he followed the Wanderer into the unknown. Each companion brought their own unique skills and perspectives to the group. Rex, with his keen senses, could sniff out danger and track prey across miles of barren landscape. Marcus, a seasoned survivalist, possessed an encyclopedic knowledge of the wasteland, its hidden dangers and even more hidden opportunities. And Bolt, for all his glitches and quirks, was a walking repository of pre-war knowledge, his databanks containing information that could prove invaluable in rebuilding this shattered world. Together, this unlikely band of survivors faced the challenges of the wasteland head-on, their bonds of loyalty and friendship forged in the fires of adversity. They were more than just companions, they were family, bound together by their shared experiences, their shared losses, and their unwavering hope for a better future. The wasteland might have taken everything from them, but it had also given them something precious, each other.